Hello and welcome to Magzie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are here on a brand new mod pack that just came out called Ingenuity. It is made by George Stan 95. I think that dude's name is. If I get your name wrong, I'm dyslexic, so I'm not that great at pronouncing names. So don't hold it against me. Anyway, this is going to be a mod pack showcase for this mod. One of the main features in this mod is the Millenaire mod, which is a French mod that has kind of been translated into English for those people that speak English. And it's relatively new to the mod pack scene. Anyway, Ingenuity is a mod pack where basically he has taken out any of the mods that you would normally think of having in a regular mod pack, and you have to use some of the not so used mods in order to do basically the same stuff you normally do. Um, I will be posting in the description down below a link to the forum thread so you guys can go check it out, and I will be posting the pack code, so if you want to, you can install it on the FTB launcher. Um, because of the way this pack is put together using mods that most packs don't use, some of the mods in here aren't CurseForge mods, and they won't currently let him put it on the voice client, so you can only download this on the FTB launcher, so just be mindful of that. And I'm going to show you basic well, let's save and quit for a second, and we'll go to the mods, and then I'll let y'all see the mods real quick like I normally do. Some of the good ones in here that I know of. Doggy Talent, I've been playing around with that. That's actually cool. Um, it was giving you the Doggy Talent stuff when you first logged in, but I think he disabled that now. So, and the Ether 2 is in this one. Applied Energistics is in there just for some auto crafting and some big storage. Blue Power. The only thing I don't like about Blue Power is it has the gems still in it, but you can't make any tools from the gems, which I always like the crystals, the ruby swords and sapphire sword and stuff like that. Some of the mods you'll see in here are in most mod packs, but they're in here for a specific reason, and you can go on the forum thread and read the reasons those are. He goes into depth about the reasons he uses certain mods in here that are in most mods. Carpenter blocks, I believe, is a new one. I'm not sure if Carpenter blocks was actually in this one before. Also, Chisel 2 he just added because people were requesting it, and it's just basic flavor stuff. Enderpearl ores, I haven't never seen that before. Enhanced inventories, I've seen that one. That's been being used a little bit, but not too many players actually use the mod. So some of these things are actually in other mods, but they're not being used. Now, Thermal Foundation is in this one, but none of the thermal expansion stuff or the thermal... There's another thermal one that's just the pipes and stuff now. They separated the two. It's not in this either. Extra utilities, but some of the extra utilities has been disabled, along with some of these other ones. They have had some of the stuff disabled that he doesn't want used in here. This one here, and I am not going to even begin to try to pronounce this. This one is going to be one of the things you're going to use to do the ore. things, and I'll show you. I might do a whole separate video just on that aspect of it. And also down in the description below, I will link a description. I mean, a link to Direwolf 20's little video for that, so you guys can check that out. I do have a way of getting water for this one. I have not tried the Archimedes screw yet. I'm going to try that out, and then I'll let you know about that one in a comment down below or on the forum thread, because I don't really know what that one does. But I have another way of getting water for that initial setup. This will be the bane of your existence right here. You do not want to be out at night until you get your base set up pretty good. Just for the simple fact that these guys will just like two-shot you, and they're really a pain in the butt, and you really just want to leave them alone until you can like get them in the right situation. Not to mention, if you kill the robot, the creeper jumps off and then looks at you, and then boom, you're more than likely dead. I don't know what this one is, but that's the basic ones. Sunocraft or Pneumatic Craft. I can't pronounce some of these. I'll be honest, I don't really like this one, so I won't be using it at all because I don't really like it. And it's been buggy lately. I don't know if they fixed any of the bugs as of lately. I know it's being updated, so they're probably working on them. But I'm not a big fan of it. Tinkers is in here, but ore doubling has been disabled from the smeltery, so you can't ore double. You only get 1 ingot per ore if you put it through the smeltery. So the only reason that I can think of right now to use the smeltery is to make the tools, which is why it's in here. It's one of the best tool mods in the game. So I have updated to the most recent version, which I believe is 1.1, and in that one he has made the tool forge only accessible after you've gotten into Britannia for a while. Britannia. So you will be stuck with the regular tools. You can't get no hammers or anything like that until you get in Britannia for a while. So that's most of the that's the mods that's in this, and you guys can pause if you need more time on that one. So let's go into here, back into the world, and we'll let it load in real quick. Now I am getting rather low frames on this, so if the video looks a little slow, I apologize ahead of time for that. I did not want to go and disable Wella yet. I need to see if Wella was in this one. I think it is. Okay, I got my usual stuff on here, and I am going to go ahead and set it today, and that'll make it morning time, so we get a fresh start right off the bat. So you do want to go ahead and get your usual setup. On your start. So you want to get you some wood. Iguana Tweaks is not in this one, but he talked about adding it, so I don't know if it's coming in or not. We'll just have to see about that. Also, there's a couple biomes you want to stay away from for your bases. For water production, I don't know much about the screw, and there's not a pump that I can think of in this one that actually takes up water from a source block. So you have to use the Railcraft water tanks, and they, when placed in certain biomes, will generate more water than other biomes. They were also, if placed on the surface, when it rains, it will generate water when it rains. I have tested it. It will not generate water underground if it rains. So unless that was just a testing error, which I doubt it. Okay, so that should be enough for right now. We are going to be using tinkers, but you do want to go ahead and get you an axe going. And I'll tell you why. You might want to get a couple axes going. For the Millenaire mod in this, you're going to need to gather resources for towns, and I'll go into that a little bit later. But you want to go ahead and gather wood as you're going along, and I'll get into that once we get to a town. Now I will look over this, and as you can see, it's just regular. So okay, now that you got your wood and you got just a couple of apples and picked up a little bit of food, you want to first open your map and look for a town, because your objective is to actually get to a town. And the reason this is because Millenaire mod actually, this looks like a huge volcano over here. We might want to get away from that. So I'm thinking south. Although we might go over here and see what this thing is over here, but it's awful close to the village. I don't know if we want a village that close. Millenaire adds in a special generating villages, and there's several different races that can spawn into villages, and the villages actually grow depending on what you sell them at the village. And there's also special buildings and special villagers that will spawn depending on what village you get, and not all of them are always friendly towards you as you go in. I'm going to post in the beginner's guide in here, and you can look on the wiki and look up all the different races and stuff. I'm not going to go to all of that in this video. There's not too many YouTube videos on the subject, and some of them were kind of so I'm not going to be posting any links to any videos for that particular mod, but the beginner guide basically tells you everything you need to know. So at the beginning, after you get some wood, you want to go ahead and press V, and it'll say in the little thing down there, as you can see, no villages closer than 2 kilometers, keep searching. Okay, and as you're going, every 20 or so blocks, you want to go ahead and keep pressing the V. Now we did decide to go south, right? So we need to head this way. Oh no, we were going to go try that village, which is whatever this is. We're going to go see what that is. So let's go up there, and then I'll probably cut the video. Let's go ahead and grab a wood pick, because I want to grab a little bit of this stone right here. And as I go, after I look at this village up here, if it's what we're looking for, it won't matter. But if I have to cut the video, I'm going to go ahead and keep gathering supplies as I go along. So I want to go ahead and grab a couple, just enough to possibly make something to protect myself with, if need be. Okay, and for this video, I'm going to go ahead and put on magnet mode, so I don't have to waste time gathering all this stuff that keeps dropping here. If it gets too tedious, I will cut it out. Quarried stone is pretty good. Okay, so there's a cow. We might as well get us a little food in case we need it. Hey cow, come here. Don't you run from me. Alright. I'm not gonna run after him. I hate when they do that. There. Stupid cows. Okay, so We're gonna keep heading this way. And now we went a little way, so we're gonna keep pressing V there. And what it does is it searches in 2 kilometers around you as you're going along. And when you press V, it'll search and it'll tell you when you're near a village. So, and I don't really know what 2 kilometers is in Minecraft terms. I really wish that would be turned into blocks if that's possible. Because blocks is a better number that we can actually look at. Nope. Which means this up here is probably not a village. Or it was a village at one time. Yes, it was a village. But it got destroyed by the volcano. So there's no more people here. Okay, let's head south. And we'll keep searching. You don't really need to open this. I do that out of old habit. Let's head south. Also, for your base, do not build around your town, and I'll tell you why. If you build around your town, most people start out building underground bases at the start because it's easier. But in the Millenaire mod, there's a person in the village called a builder. Sometimes it's male, sometimes it's female. But the builder will actually fill in any holes all the way down into the ground. Okay, really far into the ground. I don't know if it's all the way down into bedrock or not, but she'll fill it down all the way down, either with stone or with dirt, depending on what's there. And if you build a base underground and then they build a place on top of it, any space inside your base that isn't occupied with like chests and machines and stuff is actually going to fill in all that space, and then you'll have to dig it back out. And if they upgrade it, they might fill it in again. I'm not sure, because after the first time it happened, I kind of like stayed away from the village a little ways. Also, you can buy houses in your village once you get your rep up high enough. So keeping a small base until you can buy your house inside your village is probably a good idea. Also, you might want to search around for multiple villages, because you can actually trade items in between 2 villages or multiple villages. And there's also traveling merchants that will travel around to different villages. So if you find a couple villages there together, that will also be good, because you might get some traveling merchants. Let's see, right here we got 2. We got a norm. Okay, so now we got, let's look at this for a second. We got 167 meters to the south. That's norm village. We got an agricole and culture norm, 198 meters to the south. An industrial culture norm, 177 meters to the southwest. And then a Norman culture to the west. This one's closer, so I'm going to go ahead and keep heading to this one. It looks like it's right over here. Okay, so once you find your village, there's a couple things you want to know. Do not take any of the blocks from here, guys. Also, it is considered cheating to break the chest and put them back. Okay, leave the chest there because they're locked. We're going to go ahead and make it daytime again, just because this is a territorial first look video, so we don't want it to be dark yet. So you should find a village your first day, and you should be good to just set up a base somewhere near it and hold up for nighttime. Make sure you close yourself off. I would probably start right here. This looks like a pretty good spot. You got some water right here. So this might be our base. I'm going to go ahead and mark this as our base. And hopefully it's far enough away from them where they won't build on it. So the first thing you want to do is find this building right here. The name of the village will be on the front and the population. Currently, this is Terrenceville, and the population is 8. And as you can see, there is a different language on the bottom there, and then it's translated for you what they're saying. So we want to open this and come into here. And when you come into here, the first thing that will happen is somebody will say in the chat, "Hey, I'll be right there." Okay, and this is the main seller for the village. She runs this place here, and you can right click on her and you can sell her items. Okay, I'm not going to sell her any items just yet. It looks like we got bread. Oh yeah, we got bread from that thing, and bread. Okay, when you scroll over each item, it'll tell you exactly how much they'll pay for it, and you can scroll over each item in here and it'll tell you how much they buy and if they have it in stock. Some of the items in here will not unlock until you get buildings unlocked. Okay, we don't want anything from her right now. These right here, as far as I can tell, just tell you about the different buildings and stuff, so you can buy these and look up the different villages and things and like that, and like a territorial little book thing. As far as I know, that's all they do. Each one of these, as you can see, is a locked chest. You don't want to mess with these. You can look into them, but you can't do anything inside. This is the main stats for the village, and on each one of these signs, let's get a hand-free. I don't know if you need a hand-free, I'm just saying. The first one is projects, so this is the building that they are trying to work on, and I can't read that word because I'm dyslexic. And it shows that they're lacking resources. Now if you come down here, these two signs here will show you what resources they're lacking. They need 66 cobblestone, 2 of any wood, and they need oak wood. See, it's any wood here, and then they need at least 1 oak wood for the buildings. Okay, and it'll tell you here if anything's under construction, and it'll also tell you where it's at and about how far away it is, and how much building's been done on it. Here's the population. It shows you adults, youths, and children. When children will grow up to be adults. This tells you their military strength, so these are pretty high. 96 is pretty high for the defenses. And this tells you that they have 5 buildings in all. And each one of these signs you can right click and it'll give you more information in here. So it tells you each of one of the buildings here. So there's 2 masses in this. One's northwest and one's southwest. And there's 1 upgrade left on each one of these. There's 6 upgrades left on this one. There's a fort with 9 upgrades left on it. And there's keep buildings here. And then the extra buildings there. And then in the population, you can click on this, and it actually gives you the name and what they are in each one. And you can scroll over to the next page, and it tells you there's an actual merchant in this town. So that's cool. You can actually find the merchant if you can find the name, and it'll tell you. The military, if you right click on it, it'll tell you their strengths, and if you scroll over, it tells you what the fighters are and what weapons they're using. See? And the military strength of each individual fighter. So, and that the village map shows you the map of the village and exactly where on the map that the houses are. This is what you want to see, okay? Because you can actually reference this on your map and decide whether you need to move your base. You want to be on the outside of this little green area. You don't want to be on the inside because that's where they'll build, as far as I know. Purple, construction in progress. Blue is other buildings. Green is suitable building areas. Light green is suitable building areas but cannot contain center of the building. Red are danger areas, lava, cactuses, etc. Yellow is construction forbidden. Ice, artificial blocks, stuff like that. Orange is construction forbidden, too close to a building. Unreachable areas due to rivers or canyons, examples. Light blue is water, and brown is other areas outside the range. So definitely want to take a look at that when you first get here. You can look under here and what was it? Oh, this one I was wrong. These are all the buildings that they can actually build. Okay? These are buildings that you can buy when your rep gets high enough. And these are key buildings in the area. And these are any extra buildings there. And here it gives you a list of constructions in the area. Right clicking here will give you the resources they're lacking in a complete list. And this will tell you, scrolling over, tell you resources they have in stock. Now, this is what I wanted to talk to you about, guys. Until they get certain buildings up, they won't be able to produce wood or cobble. So the best thing to do is go ahead and find a base and set up the base. And then come here and see what resources they need. And then go out and cut down trees. And when you go mining, make sure you bring all your cobble here. Like, keep it like a stack for yourself. And also a stack of smooth stone. But come here and sell all the rest of your lumber, your logs, and your anything that's on this. I hate when they do that. Please give this new sword to him. I'm going to accept this quest because they get mad at you if you don't. And I'll take it to him off camera. Oh, it's actually it actually shows you could sell that for a lot. That'd be very very not nice. I'll get into that in a minute. Definitely you want to sell this stuff to them when I need this stuff right now, but anything in here, you definitely want to come in here and sell it to them. I wouldn't suggest the iron, but definitely get some sand, do some glass. The main ones they use is glass, cobble, and oak wood. They will use any kind of wood though, and some buildings that certain places build might require you to have a specific wood. They do not accept dark wood, guys, or the other one. I can't remember the other one. It's in 1.7. Arcata wood. They don't accept those too. So if you need a wood to grow in your thing, you grow like dark wood or Arcata wood for yourself, and then one of the other ones for the other for one of these for giving to them. But we're in a huge forest, so we can just go cut down some things, make sure we replant. We can just cut down some stuff. So you want to come here, see what they need, and sell them. And once you sell them a bunch, because you will, guys, you'll be buying the money. You'll be buying stuff from them, so you might as well sell them a bunch of stuff. They'll use the resources you give them to build new buildings. So if you keep them topped off on all these, whenever you just come back to the village, bring wood, glass, cobblestone, wool. I bring food sometimes because food sales pretty good. Cooked food. Any cooked food that I'm not going to actually eat, I'll just bring it in here and sell to them. And they'll build on their own. You don't have to tell them to build anything. They'll build on their own. One of the things you really want to look for is the pig farm. Getting a pig farm in your village is awesome. And I'll tell you why. They will slaughter the pigs on their own, and the pigs actually drop bacon. But they don't pick up the bacon. They only pick up the meat and anything else they drop. So when you come back to town, you can actually go over there and pick up the bacon if it'll be lying around. Also, they'll kill chickens around town. Certain races of villagers will actually kill the chickens around town. So there'll be chickens and feathers all lying around and stuff too. So you want to look into that. We won't put this sword in our inventory because I don't want to use it by accident, and I'll make sure we get it. It's a pretty good sword here. Also, if you can get a blacksmith up in your town, they will have special armor and weapons depending on the race, and you can buy those instead of making your own. And some of them are a lot better than what you got. So that's good. This is one of their guards. You see he's wearing full. Is that the guy we need? Let's see. He's sleeping because it's nighttime. Oh, it's not nighttime, is it? Oh, it is going nighttime. I want to make it daytime because I'm talking too much. Hey, dude. Oh, he was cool. My wife just has a sword for me. Bring it. Yep. And it automatically takes you out of your inventory. And this is a quest, so you completed the quest. He thanks you for it, and you obtain 192 reputation and 6 experience. So when you come out and help these guys out, they actually do stuff for you. And this page is just a reputation page. Certain villages give to you. You can scroll through it. You have diplomatic points you can use, which we don't want to use because we got villages around here. Sometimes you won't have villages around, so you can't use your points. And I don't know enough about these guys that I want to actually slander them, so I'm not going to actually do anything with them yet. Village with same cultures. Yeah, so that explains a little bit of it. You can check that out. Pause the video if you need to. Excuse me, guys. So that's a little bit about Millenaire. Make sure you come to town, sell any supplies that you have off to these guys that they sell. The start of the game, definitely want to come and do this stuff. Go out, gather supplies, go mining at night if you have to stay up at night. And if you see here, they do have wool. So if you help them build the villages up, you can actually come here and buy wool. You want to farm it yourself, which is awesome. And the amount of money you'll be getting from selling them this stuff, you'll have plenty of money. Plenty of money. Also, be careful. Double clicking in here will sell a lot of an item instead of just one at a time. So if you double click, you'll sell like a stack at a time. I don't know the exact numbers, but just be careful of that. This looks more like a militarized city here. Some of this other places are shops. You can go in and buy stuff too. So you might want to just roam around, check them out, say hello to everybody, see if there's any more quests you can do real quick. Like that one's just deliver a chest. Go grab that, take it to somebody else. And so that was real easy. But I'm going to cut the video right here, and I'm going to go ahead and set up our base over here. And set up some stuff, and I will be right back. Also, guys, real quick, I forgot. You might want to make sure you put your village in here. I'm going to just put village, and I'll change the name of it later. And I completely spelled that wrong. Village. 1. Save. This is the first one I came to. We'll travel over here. I just letting you know, reminding y'all, make sure you use your waypoints, guys. Okay, guys. I'm gonna change our base. I'm gonna export this all the way back, and there's actually nothing in here, and it's a dead end. So this would be a perfect base. So I'm gonna go ahead and build up here, and I'm gonna go ahead and change our waypoint. So we're gonna delete this one, and we're just going to put a new one, input base here. And this one's a little bit farther away, so hopefully we won't have to deal with that stuff. Let me get an entrance here and light this place up, and then I'll be right back.